guys, I'm VintageSims, and today we are giving the Spencer Kim Lewis household a 1912 makeover. So I was motivated to do this because it was recently the 110th anniversary of the Titanic sinking. It was April 14th, 1912. Me and my best friend / roommate are obsessed with it. Obsessed with the Titanic, so we watched the movie and I started doing this makeover. I had so much fun with it. I don't know why, it just went so easily. I will tell you guys, I started doing this recently to make my videos a little bit shorter and to make editing a little easier for me. But I started pre-planning what I was going to put them in for the most part. So you're not watching me scroll for ever, because I would cut out 20 minutes of you just do I want this color? 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 So, these are pre-planned, but I started pre-planning, this video as soon as I started watching Titanic, because I was just okay, I'm here for it. So this, makeover is very inspired by Titanic. And its backstory is definitely inspired by Titanic, so let's get into it. I'll tell you the backstory real quick that I wrote. I say really quick, but it's a full page back and front of backstory, and then I have a backstory that's a page each for each person. So here we go. After Eric's father passed away on the Titanic, oh, yeah. He was shocked to find out, Eric was, that his inheritance was practically gone. My cat is up on the table. Go away. So he finds out my dad's dead, and then he finds out I ain't got no money, and I thought I had all this money coming to me. So Eric's mom, Vivian, she moves in with Eric because not only does she not want to be alone in this big empty house that she was living in with her husband most of her life, she also does not have enough money to pay all the grounds people and keep everything going now that she knows that they don't have any money to pay anyone. So upon finding out that Eric doesn't have a fortune coming anymore and that he won't be able to take care of his daughter, Dennis moves in with the family as well to make sure that he stays on top of Eric, and keeps him motivated to get a job, because he's I don't know how much longer I have. I am an old man and I want to make sure that my daughter and my granddaughter are taken care of before I'm gone, So he just cares about them more than anything else, and he's not trying to be an asshole, but he genuinely is you need to make some money and quick. So Alice, his daughter and Eric's wife, is a really nice person. She is very oblivious to all this drama happening. She's yes, it's very sad, your father died, we're sad about that, but she's just kind of yay, my dad lives here, yay, my mother-in-law lives here, we're all one big happy family. And she doesn't really realize how many issues are happening. She knows that they're issues, but in her mind she's so optimistic and just la la la, everything's fine. And she just kind of wants to paint and vibe out. She wants to sit on the back porch, paint with her daughter, and just enjoy the day. She does not think about the fact that they need a fortune to keep the house that they're in and stuff. So she's just vibing. And their daughter, Olivia, she really likes to paint. She's really creative, so she spends a lot of time painting with her mom, but she's really independent and doesn't to paint what she's being told to paint, because at that point they'd be paint this landscape, paint these flowers. Little girls should be painting nice flowers. But she's I don't want to paint that. I want to paint abstract things. I want to roll around in the dirt. I don't want to be told what to do by anyone at all, which props to you, mama. So her grandma Vivian is absolutely not. We're gonna get you together. We're gonna make you into a little lady because you're very unladylike. So she notices that this is an issue. So she goes to her grandfather Dennis and she's Our granddaughter is a hot mess. She is rebellious. She is talking back. She's not doing ladylike things. She doesn't want to wear her dresses. And Dennis also has, you know, the same values. He's really old-fashioned like Olivia is. Or not Olivia. Like, sorry, there's so many people. Like, Vivian is. They start getting close, figuring out ways to, you know, make her more ladylike, and then they start getting close, and it's like, oh, are they gonna become a thing too? So that's basically the backstory of this family that I created, and like the thoughts that I had while I was creating them. And that just kind of spices it up and makes it more interesting, and like gives me ideas for their outfits and like what they would wear to certain things based on their personalities. So let's get a little bit more into their personalities and things, and I'll talk about like why I dressed them how I did. So first we have Eric Lewis. He is the father of Olivia and the husband of Alice. There we go. So his aspiration is to be mansion baron. So he wants a big ass mansion. He wants all the things. Like, he wants to have all this money and take care of his family. He is business savvy. He is self-assured. He is charming, ambitious, but he's also a bit of a glutton and materialistic. So like, he does care about the nicer things in life, and like, he does want to be kind of flashy and have the nicer things. And he definitely uses his charms to like get what he wants in life. So he wants to fit in enough that he will like, you know, fit in with high society, especially now that he doesn't have like all that money. He doesn't, like, other people don't know that, so he's trying to keep up appearances. So he's always trying to dress nice, but he wears lots of dark colors so they don't get like dirty, or if they do get dirty, it's harder to see it, you know? So he wears lots of black and red. The black to kind of fit in and not get noticed too much, but the red to show like his passion and his ambition while he's searching for this new job, this new passion in life, whatever it's going to be. And if you guys do like download these Sims, I would love to hear what you guys do with their stories. I don't have backstories for like all the ones I've done in the past, but this is definitely something I'm adding going forward. So Eric pretty much just makes sure to always look put together, just in case someone comes to the door, just in case he's, you know, taking a walk and he sees someone that can be influential to his life. So he's always just trying to make sure he looks put together and ready for any situation. Then we have his mother, Vivian Lewis. So Vivian's aspiration is to have a big, happy family. So she's really family-oriented, domestic, cheerful. She's really proper though and materialistic. So she likes it when people can tell she has money, you know, and she likes to have nice things in her house and look I don't know what I'm trying to say. So she's also a foodie, so she likes to make, you know, really big fancy meals for her family. Like, yes, they would usually have like a butler or a kitchen staff if they were like at a really big fancy house, but she loves to cook for her family anyways. So Vivian mostly dresses in modest blues and whites. I have a little bit of purple in there for her because she just looks so beautiful in purple. And she always has her hair up in her signature Gibson girl bun. So I don't know if you guys know about Gibson girls. You should look into it more. But they're like what women were kind of modeled after, like the perfect woman in the Edwardian era. So her hair is in that style because since Vivian is older, she wouldn't be keeping up with the newest fashion trends as much as Alice would be. So I kept her not super outdated because, again, she's rich and she wants to look like she's in high society and knows what's going on. But I did, not keep her super updated. So she really is kind and cares about her family, but she also definitely cares about, their status and does her best to dress well, not be too flashy. She's very old money and classy, so she wears nice jewelries, simple clothes, and just classy clothes overall. Then we have Alice Spencer Kim. So her aspiration is to be a painter extraordinaire. She's cheerful, childish, creative. She's a muser. She loves the outdoors, and she's an art lover. So she's really optimistic, playful, creative, and kind. So she wears a lot of color, but in softer, muted pastel tones. So she wears pastel blues, yellows, pinks, and lavender mostly. She almost dresses like a doll, which is kind of the style in the Edwardian era. So she wears like big hats with big bows and feathers. Her clothes have frills, and she really curls her hair a lot. And I think like she doesn't really worry about a lot. Like her worries are really just like painting with her daughter and dressing up in pretty dresses, and as long as she can do that, she's really just gonna be happy. Then we have Dennis Kim. So Dennis Kim's aspiration, I just wrote Dennis Kim instead of his aspiration. Dennis Kim's aspiration is to be a success, or to have a Dennis Kim's aspiration is to have a successful lineage. So he is domestic, family-oriented, a perfectionist, neat, a bookworm, and loves the outdoors. So he's a really like simple and practical man. He wears like the same clothes, not every day, but like he doesn't buy a lot of new clothes a lot because he takes really good care of what he has. He repairs the things he has. Like he just really cares about, you know, putting in the effort and putting into the work into things that you have and getting the best out of them, including his family. So he's a perfectionist, so he does expect a lot from his family and from himself, which is why he's so hard on Eric trying to get a job, because he's like, you know, my family deserves the best, and I want this support so my family can be successful in the future, so we need to make sure we have money for them so they're secure and everything, because he wants his name to go on, you know, for generations. So he doesn't dress super fancy. He takes care of his appearance since he isn't used to being super wealthy, since his family was less wealthy than Eric's family, which is why they married into it. And now that they're finding out that they have more money, it's kind of like, oh, now we really can't put a lot of money into dressing fancy. So his ideal day would literally just be sitting outside, reading a book, and watching his granddaughter play. And he just really wants to pass down his values to his family, and that's really what's most important. So then we have Olivia Kim Lewis. Her aspiration is to be an artistic prodigy, so she is self-assured, a goofball, and rebellious. So Olivia loves to paint, play outside, tell loud jokes, and cause a ruckus overall. She's just very like, yes, look at me, girl boss. 6-year-old girl boss. Her mom, Alice, dresses her up like a frilly little doll, just like her, and loves to dress them in matching outfits and everything. I should have implemented that into it, but I didn't think about that then. But Olivia just cannot wait till she grows up so she can dress however she wants, because she absolutely hates it and is always fighting them on what she wants to wear. And I think Olivia will definitely fit in with the upcoming suffrage movement, and the 1920s would be perfect for her. Like, I almost want to age her up and give her a 1920s makeover as well. So if you guys want me to do that, let me know, because I would totally do that, because I'm like very invested in this family's future at this point. So that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed their backstories, enjoyed the makeovers. They weren't as crazy as the 60s makeovers I did, so this video actually took less time, even though it had an extra person. But I enjoyed it so much. This is one of my favorite eras just because of the Titanic, probably. I just want to say I appreciate your guys' support, your continued support of my channel. And I have a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. I've been really excited about making content, and thank you for being patient with me while I create. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I love you, and goodbye.